Hello my fellow chef knives enthusiasts. I have something really special to show you again. Two knives by Go Yoshizawa, the 4th generation blacksmith at Nigara Hamono. I think this might be another first. In these two boxes I have 210mm Gyutos with a blue number 2 core and wrought iron clad. I've seen quite a few wrought iron clad knives in my life. Most of them were from non-Japanese makers actually. But yeah, I for one have never seen one from Go Yoshizawa. So I'm pretty excited about this because I'm a big fan of Go Yoshizawa's knives and his Damascus knives are insane, out of this world beautiful. So I'm pretty excited to see what he has done with wrought iron.
Wrought Iron Clad? What is that?
Before I go into this whole wrought iron clad thingy, I can't wait, let's just unbox these knives right away. As usual, very solid octagonal wah handles, really nice dark ebony wood, buffalo horn ferrules, beautiful, beautiful. Can't go wrong with these handles from Nigara. That's what I'm talking about. What? Yes. Gorgeous. Wow. I'm not gonna recover from this. Okay, second one. This one, yeah, this one has been etched as well. Wow, yeah, these are both so amazingly beautiful. They're quite different as well, which I really like. There is definitely different things going on both these blades. I can see there is quite a large spectrum in which you could take this wrought iron cladding. I'm not a knife maker and I can only just drool over the knives that these amazing blacksmiths do make, and I expect that a true master blacksmith like Go Yoshizawa could go to many different places with this wrought iron cladding, because these two blades are so different in appearance, both so absolutely stunning. I don't know where to begin. I suggest I just put these knives away for a few minutes. I'm definitely somebody who looks at Japanese kitchen knives as usable pieces of art. When I'm working with them, yes, they are tools, but they're way more than just tools for me. Of course, Go Yoshizawa is known for his beautiful and intricate Damascus patterns. I'm fortunate and lucky and grateful to have a few of his masterpieces. You know, with my Onigoroshi or Troll Killer blade, I have a couple of Unmon blades. This guy is a Damascus wizard. But as I said, I have never seen a wrought iron clad knife from him before. And as I expected, he makes it look good. He makes it look so good that it looks even better than Will Smith in a black suit.
I make this look good.
Fun fact, Go Yoshizawa was given this piece of scrap iron by none other than Takeshi Saji. So that piece of wrought iron came from an old anchor. Saji-san apparently doesn't do anything with wrought iron, which is too bad. I would love to see what a blade with wrought iron cladding made by Takeshi Saji would look like. But hey, I'm glad that Takeshi-san gifted this piece of anchor to Yoshizawa-san, because now we can drool over the results that he managed to get with that piece of iron scrap. Just look at this. I have seen a lot of Nigara blades that I love looking at. The Onigoroshi or Troll Killer line of knives, the Enman line of knives. He made some amazing coreless blades. The Fantasy line of knives. Are you kidding me? The Hamons on his Honyaki knives make me weak in the knees. The list goes on. He makes amazing knives. Go Yoshizawa is an artist, and on top of that, Go Yoshizawa is an artist who loves to experiment in his forge. But even when he's doing something that has been done before, he makes it look really, really good. And I can't seem to find any other words than it looks good. Me personally only heard of one other Japanese blacksmith that was known for making these wrought iron clad knives. I read about it actually in the book by Kevin Kent, The Knife Nerd Guide to Japanese Knives. I don't know how to pronounce his last name properly, but I think it's Ken Kagura. Kagura-san was born in 1941 to a blacksmithing family, so he almost had no choice but to become a blacksmith himself. He was the 25th generation in his blacksmithing lineage, and sadly it's the last. Nobody is there to take over from him. He was the local blacksmith for Yusuhara. His Damascus knives were very unique and of course all handmade. He only used recycled materials for his Damascus cladding. He often would take a railroad tie or some copper wire or a shovel, get them to the workshop and forge weld them together. He then folded and folded and folded to get the desired amount of layers. The benefit of making Damascus this way, when done correctly and successfully, the patterns in the Damascus will have many different colors and also will oxidize in different colors. That is the part of the fun and beauty of blades like these. These Nigara wrought iron clad blades look amazing. It gives this beautiful cloudy swirly patterns on the sides of the blades. It has a nice combination of linear and organic Damascus in one pattern. You can actually see the grains of the metal, but because you see so many different layers, yeah, you get these beautiful, beautiful cloudy swirls. This edged blades, it looks super clean, super perfect, like fit and finish is immaculate. The surface of the blades are completely nice and smooth. But on this one, the one that is not edged, you can clearly see a few imperfections on the surface of the blade, which might look like mistakes to some people, but personally I really like the look of this pitted blade. I actually covered the beauty of these type of imperfections. It tells a story of how this blade was made, or better yet, what material was used. This pitting and imperfections are characteristic of wrought iron because it's so-called tired iron. It's soft and weak. And for me personally, it gives this blade so much more character. I'm really curious to see how this beautiful wrought iron cladding will change colors and what type of patina it will build. But I bet you this blade will look more beautiful and more beautiful after some good use.
So you only like old, used, recycled and wasabi stuff?
Sometimes I do like things to be completely new, box fresh, pristine. If I buy a toothbrush, I definitely want it to be pristine and clean and brand spanking new. But buying a knife like this, I don't mind that the material used is old and has a history at all. My knife display over there was made of raw plastic. I know that it's probably not a real word, but that knife display was made of recycled plastics. One of my cousins has a little design company called Go Plastics. He uses recycled plastics that comes from plastic bottles that are turned into these small plastic granules. He has built a huge pressing oven in which he can melt these plastic granules and press them into these firm plastic plates. The look of these plates he can manipulate by using different colors of recycled plastic granules and place them strategically in his press oven. And with these plates he can make all kinds of designs or parts of products. I visited his workshop one day, and with the help of one of his workers, we created this unique knife display for myself.
I have to admit that's pretty cool, because all along I thought it was just a slab of granite.
To me it is so cool and interesting to know that the cladding of this knife came from a piece of iron that used to be part of an anchor. An anchor? I don't need an anchor in my living room. When do you have an anchor in your living room? I do have now, or at least parts of it. That's just cool to me. That iron might have seen something of the world. It might have been on the bottom of the ocean or who knows which lakes. And now it's going to see somebody's kitchen cutting board, and it will glide through all kinds of veggies, fruits or proteins. It will write more history for itself because of being used by a chef or a home cook. And the more I look and talk about these blades, the more I wish it will be me who's writing the next chapters of this wrought iron clad story. Retired master blacksmith Katsushiga Anryu has a beautiful perspective on iron and once spoke these beautiful words. Iron is alive, it can live and it can die depending on the blacksmith. Well, the wrought iron coming from a piece of an old anchor used for the clad on these knives is surely alive and kicking. Go Yoshizawa made this wrought iron live. And it will live on. If the future owner of this knife uses it and maintains it properly, it could live on for at least one more generation. And of course, it doesn't hurt that it's very pretty. Very, 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 very pretty. Pretty. It is clear to me now why Japanese knife makers and custom knife makers all over the world are using wrought iron to clad their knives, because it's freakishly beautiful. There you have it. 2 wrought iron clad knives from Go Yoshizawa. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please take a second of your lifetime and push that like button. I spent a couple of days making this video. You only have to tap your screen for a split second to help me and support my channel. As always, thank you for watching this video that is already supporting my channel a lot. I hope to catch you in the next video. If you have any thoughts or opinions to share about these knives, please leave a comment down below. Bye folks!